Hello students, in this class we will discuss next 10 marks from this ISC specimen paper, okay, physics specimen paper. So this is Sovik Das and I have come here to discuss the next 10 mark questions from ISC specimen physics paper. So let's see our first question, and those who have not subscribed this channel, please subscribe and click the like button, okay. So I'm going to our first question. This is our first question, question number 21 now. Very easy question, okay. Figure shows EMF generated in AC generator versus time graph, okay. What is the frequency? So this is EMF, this is time axis, okay. So first from this graph EMF versus time we can find time period, okay. Time period means to complete one oscillation, time required to complete one oscillation. So that time period is here how much? 0.10 second, okay. Now frequency means what? Frequency means f equal to 1 by time period, we know, okay. So therefore f equal to 1 by 0.10 second, that means 100 by 10 second, so 10 hertz, okay. So frequency will be 10 hertz. Fine. Next question is this: m, e, tau and n respectively represent the mass, charge, average relaxation time and density of the electron. Then what will be the resistance of the wire of length L, area A? Okay, first I am telling the shortcut method, okay. Just look at the four options. We know that resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to 1 by area. So if we join them, we will get directly proportional to L by A. Now look at the four options. In option B, A is in the numerator. In option C, A is in the numerator. D, A is in the numerator. But in the resistance formula, L should be in the numerator, A is in the denominator. So B cannot be the correct option, C cannot be correct, and D cannot be correct. Only in A, L by A, L is in the numerator, A is in the denominator. So this will be the correct option. Okay, without using any kind of equation, we can directly choose the correct option. Okay, so let's see the process. Process is Ohm's law, V equal to IR. Okay, from here it starts. Now I, we know I equal to NEA VD into R. Okay, now VD equal to what? E by M into tau. Now write this electric field in terms of potential difference, so it will be E V by ML into tau, because electric field equal to potential difference by length. So put this expression here, we will get NEA VD is E capital V ML tau into R, okay. So our final expression will be, now V cancelled out, this V cancelled out. So the remaining terms are 1 equal to N E square A tau by ML into R. So finally R equal to ML by N E square A tau. Okay, so this is the complete process, and this is a lengthy process. So follow that shortcut method. Okay, why will you do a lengthy process? You have to choose the correct option. Okay, so follow the shortcut method. Here only in this option, in option A, L is in the numerator, A is in the denominator, and our expression is this. So correct option will be A. Okay, going to next question, question number 23. Very easy question. The drift velocity of a current carrying conductor is V. What will be the drift velocity if the current flowing through the wire is doubled? Okay, now just in the last slide I had written I equal to NEA VD. Okay, for current carrying conductor, so we are not changing the conductor. When we are not changing the conductor, same conductor, okay, we are not changing the conductor, same conductor. For same conductor, what will happen? In number density constant, E is charge of electron, always constant, and A is cross sectional area, this is also constant. So we are getting I is directly proportional to VD. Now initially drift velocity was V. Now when current is doubled, okay, current flowing through the wire is doubled, then what will be the drift velocity? So initially suppose I, finally 2I, initial drift velocity v, final v prime. So v prime is what? I cancel out, so we are getting v prime equal to 2v. Okay, v prime equal to 2v. So correct option is C. Okay. Okay, next question, question number 24. Yes, question number 24. Resistance of a wire is 10 ohm. It is stretched so that its length becomes 4 times. What will be the new resistance of the wire? Okay, here also one shortcut is there. As resistance is directly proportional to length, okay, and length becomes now 4 times, we are stretching it, length becomes 4 times. Okay, when length becomes 4 times, resistance will increase. So resistance will be equal to this number, if we take it n, so n square into initial resistance. So shortcut method, 4 square into 10, so it is 160 ohm. Okay. Okay, now come to that lengthy process. That lengthy process is here, when we are stretching and length is becoming L to 4L, okay, then area will also change. Area will also change. How much? Now here, when you are taking a particular wire, that means its volume will be constant, Vi equal to Vf. Now volume means area into length, and final volume 4L into area, suppose A prime. So A prime will be A by 4. So length is becoming 4 times, means area will be A by 4. Okay. Okay, now resistance formula, R equal to rho into L by A. Okay, rho is constant, so don't write rho. Okay, so R is directly proportional to L by A. So R1 by R2 equal to L1 by A1 by L2 by A2. Okay, so we will get L1 by L2, area is inversely related, so area will go up and area 1 will be here. Now L1 by L2, this is L1, this is L2 final. So L1 by L2 means 1 by 4 into A2 by A1, this is A2, so A by 4. Okay, A by 4 by A, so you will get 1 by 4. Okay, A by 4 by A, so A cancelled out, 1 by 4, so we are getting 1 by 16. So we have to find R2. R1 we know, R1 is 10 ohm, so 10 by R2 equal to 1 by 16. So R2 will be 160 ohm. Okay, so R2 will be 160 ohm. This is shortcut method, and this is the entire process. Okay, fine. Question number 25. Yes, question number 25. What is the angle between the current element dl and the magnetic flux density B at a point P? Okay, first of all, here this current element, this part is wrong. Here it will be the angle between Amperian loop element, Amperian loop element, because this is Amperian loop, this circular one. Current is flowing in this wire, infinite wire, and this circular one is the Amperian loop. So angle between Amperian loop dl, magnetic flux density B at a point P. So this is Amperian loop. Here Amperian loop direction is this, and B direction is also along the Amperian loop. So it will be parallel here. Okay, it will be parallel here. Fine, fine. Going to next question. Next question is 26. Yes, very easy question. Okay, many things are given, not required. Only this part is required. AC generator generating EMF, this is connected to series combination of capacitor, inductor, resistors. All these things are not required here. Okay, what is the frequency of AC? Now frequency will come from here, omega t. Okay, so if we compare this equation with the in general epsilon equal to epsilon 0 sine omega t, we will get omega equal to 100 pi. Now we have to find frequency. Omega means 2 pi f equal to 100 pi. Now pi cancelled out, so f will be 100 by 2. 100 by 2 means 50 unit is hertz. So correct option is B. Fine, fine. Going to next question. Our next question is question number 27. 4 identical cells, each having EMF 4 volt, are connected in parallel. Okay, parallel connection, each have voltage 4 volt. So 4 cells, this 2, 3 and 4. Okay, 4 volt, 4 volt, 4 volt, 4 volt. They are connected in parallel. This is parallel combination. Okay, in the parallel combination of cells, okay, in the parallel combination of cells, okay, parallel combination of cells, this point you will keep in mind. If the EMF of all cells connected in this way, okay, connected in this way, all cells, if the EMF of all cells are same, okay, their values are same, 4 volt, 4 volt, 4 volt, 4 volt. If the EMF of all cells connected in parallel are same, then E equivalent equal to EMF of one cell. Okay, the point is EMF of all cells should be same. Okay, EMF of all cells should be same, then equivalent EMF will be EMF of one cell, and here EMF of one cell is 4 volt, so answer will be 4 volt. Fine, this is the important point here. Fine. Question number 28. Yes, this. A 2 volt battery, 15 ohm resistor and potentiometer of 100 centimeter length all are connected in series. Okay, so 2 volt battery, 15 ohm resistor, and this is potentiometer wire. Okay, from here to here, A to B, this is potentiometer wire. So this is 2 volt, 15 ohm, its length is given 100 centimeter, and resistance of the potentiometer is also given, suppose small r, 5 ohm. Then the potential gradient of the potentiometer, potential gradient means potential gradient is denoted by small k. This is equal to V, potential difference between A and B, VAB you write, VAB per unit length. Okay, VAB is total potential difference between A and B per unit length of potentiometer wire. Okay, so what about VAB? So first of all find the current. What about the current? I equal to EMF 2 volt by total resistance, here 15, here 5, all are connected in series, here also it is written, so 15 plus 5, so we are getting 2 by 20 means 1 by 10 ampere. Okay, now what about VAB, voltage across this potentiometer wire? VAB equal to current into this resistance, right, 5 ohm, so it is 5 by 10 ampere. Okay, now VAB by length is 100 centimeter, and here all the options are in centimeter unit, so we will not convert this length into meter. Okay, we will keep it as it is. So K will be VAB, that means 5 by 10 means you can write 0.5 ampere. So 0.5 by 100 centimeter, here it is volt, here it is centimeter, so we will get 0.005 volt per centimeter, 0.005 volt per centimeter. Check the options. In options all are in centimeter, volt per centimeter unit, so we will not change the unit of length, we will keep it as it is. Okay, it is given in centimeter. Fine. Going to next question, question number, so here it is the correct option, question number 29. Yes, potential gradient along the length of uniform wire is given 20 volt per meter. Okay, a uniform wire, this is a uniform wire. Okay, here potential gradient is given, K is given 20 volt per meter. B and C are 2 points at 40, suppose this is B point and this is C point, here marking is 40 and here marking is 70. Okay, along the wire, what is the potential difference between B and C? What is the potential difference between B and C? That means potential difference between these 2 points. So our potentiometer, the principle of potentiometer tells that the potential difference between 2 points on a uniform wire is directly proportional to the length between those 2 points. So here the length between these 2 points B and C, this length is how much? 70 minus 40. So our length is here 70 minus 40, that means 30 centimeter. Okay, Here it is given in meter, so convert it into meter. So 30 by 100 meter. So what about the potential difference between B and C? It will be potential gradient into length. So 20 volt by meter into 30 by 100 meter. Okay, meter cancelled out. All zeros will get cancelled out. 3 to the 6 volt. So correct option is 6 volt. Fine. Fine. Next question, question number 30. Yes, this is the last question for today. In an experiment of meter bridge, a null point is obtained at the center of the bridge. Okay, so this is our meter bridge. Okay, this is one gap, this is another gap, and this is the meter bridge where this to this. Okay, and here one galvanometer, and galvanometer is connected at the midpoint. It is given here, right? Okay, center of the bridge. Okay, meter bridge means here it is not given any more length, so we'll take this one 100 centimeter, 1 meter, so 100 centimeter. A resistance of 5 is connected in one gap, so this is suppose 5 ohm. What about this resistance? This is suppose S. Okay, S equal to question mark. So at midpoint means this distance will be 50 centimeter, this distance will also be 50 centimeter. Okay, now we know if this one we take as R, so R by S equal to this length first, then this length. So 50 by 50, that means 1. So we are getting S equal to R. R means 5 ohm, so 5 ohm. As it is connected at the midpoint, okay, it is balanced at the midpoint, that means two resistances are same. Okay, so it is 5 ohm. Fine, fine. So these all are for today. I hope you have enjoyed. So this is Souvik Das signing off. Keep watching. Thank you everyone.